And we're back to Bravado Wireless TV, and I have the Webbers Falls Warriors, and we've got Waylon Brazel, Sean Fullen, Coach Holt, JD Moore, and Josh Mason. Stay tuned for more of the football interviews with Dion Imade.
At Bravado Wireless, we don't believe in wasting your time or ours. Our mission is to serve you with honesty and integrity. That's why we offer upfront, competitive pricing with no hidden fees in our plan. For $40 a line, you get unlimited talk, text, and data. Nationwide coverage, no data caps, and no restrictions. No matter whether it's your first, second, or third line, you only pay $40. All that with coverage on America's best network. We're your local wireless provider. Come get to know us. Go bold. Go Bravado.
Welcome back to the Bravado Wireless Media Day. First question for the head ball coach. Coach, general thoughts on the upcoming season?
Well, we're just excited to get started. Finished last year 2-7. And we think, we're going to be better this year with the experience. The numbers are going to be better, and we're excited to get started. We've been through some adversity over there, and that's all part of football. We're excited to get started, and it's getting close.
So you had a little bit more than your fair share of adversities. Can you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, it's pretty tragic for a lot of those families and people that live over there. They lost everything that they had, but school-wise, it's a total mess. It's got to be totally rebuilt. Field house has got to be totally rebuilt. Football field's good because it's grass, but we just have to. We've had a lot of outpouring of support. We ended up with 19 decent helmets left and about 13 pair of shoulder pads. And luckily we had some people from Muskogee, Rafe Watkins. He helped us out with a bunch of shoulder pads, and he gave us like 20 helmets from a junior high. Some blocking dummies, step over dummies. Salisaw helped us out with the same type of stuff. Gore helped us, and so there's been several people that reached out and helped, and we're going to be there. We're going to have enough stuff, and we're going to play. We're going to work hard, and we're going to use this as a rallying cry. You couldn't flood us out, so we're going to be there, ready to get after it. And we're ready.
What are you still lacking in terms of either equipment or readiness for the season?
Well, we don't have any helmets up here, if you notice that, because the ones that we did have, we had to send off to get reconditioned, and we've ordered some more. They're not in yet. And we'll need a few odds and ends, like medical bag, tape, pre-wrap, Band-Aids, that kind of stuff that we're going to have to get. We had big game or game time footballs. One of my coaches, he knows the guy that coaches in Texas. Well, their representative sent us 12 new ones. Now, they've got all different logos on them, but that don't matter, That's 12 footballs that we're going to use. And, we'll need helmet equipment, mouthpieces, chin straps, but we're going to be fine, And so, other than that, just time to go.
Personnel-wise, how much did you guys get involved in having to do some of the cleanup of all that?
Well, we did a couple days of cleanup. I had them come up and we did some, but there's been so many people over there. Those first couple of weeks when it just happened after we was getting ready, there'd be 150 people there. And a lot of these kids work, and so they've come up and helped some, but we've had a tremendous outpouring of help from communities, other schools come up, and church groups, relief groups, and so, we've worked a lot, but there's been a lot of help from volunteers.
Getting back to football, we know that this team is a run-oriented team. How much is the pass going to come into play this season, or how are you expecting to divvy that up? Is it going to be 50-50 or 60-40? Not to give any of your game plan away, but
I've been, 20 years, 21 years, and for me, usually a big night of passing is throw the ball 10 times. We'd like to throw it more, but I'm kind of old school because there's three things that happen when you throw the football. Two of them is it an incomplete or interception? So. But, Sean, he'll throw the ball well enough. I mean, he's not a gifted passer. He knows that, but he can throw the ball. And we'll predominantly feature the run game, and we're going to go play action pass off of that. That's the type of passing game that Will had. We will spread it out some, but as far as airing it out 50-50, we won't ever get close to that. It's probably 70-30. And the way I look at it is if I got the people up front and I got the running backs, we don't need to throw the ball. We shorten the game. We want to get 3 yards in the third every time. You do that 3 times, you got a first down.
Is there a specific mentality that you have to play in that kind of offense that's so run heavy?
Yeah, you better be ready to get after and block somebody, because we do run the football, and that's – you need hard-nosed kids, ones that work hard and that are tough and that don't care to just lay out there and go get it and go block. Because if they don't run block, then we're going to be in trouble, So they're expected to get in there and put that hand on the ground and come off football low and hard and get us 3 1/3. So that's our mindset. That's the way we're going to play, and that's the way I've always coached my teams. Is we're going to run first. We're going to run the football.
Sean, let me ask you a little bit about playing. You come back with the most experience at the quarterback spot. What lesson, or maybe 2 lessons, did you learn last year that will be of value to you this year running the team?
Well, you got to be fast at what you do. Whenever you hand the ball off to your running back, you got to be fast and you got to do it right, or you're going to turn the ball over, or you're going to have a fumble. And you got to take care of the ball. And, you got to treat it like it's your baby. You got to take care of it. So.
You're just one of, I guess, a couple of seniors on the team this year. Talk a little bit about how you, as a senior and as a quarterback, plan to lead this team.
Well, I'd like to get a little bit more wins than what we did last year. And, I don't know. I like football, and I want to lead this team with as many wins as we can get and be as good as we can get and have no one beat us. But there's going to be ups and downs, and we're going to come over them because I know we can.
JD, tell us a little bit about some of that summer preparation.
It hasn't been easy, but we're trying. We're just working every day to get better, and I feel we'll pull through and become a better team.
Specifically, what have those workouts been like? What have y'all done as a team to get ready for the upcoming season?
A lot of conditioning and just bonding as a team.
Because, our weight room is gone. We don't have the weight room is still there, but the all the equipment other than the weights, they're still laid outside. They're rusted. The weights, the weight benches, squat racks, they all got trashed. So we hadn't had a chance to be in the weight room, but we've been doing stuff outside, push-ups, set-ups, burpees, flutter kicks, trying to make up for that.
Josh, let me ask you a question. As Coach outlined the season coming up, it would appear that a lot of the weights kind of fall on you as the tailback running the ball. Talk a little bit about how you feel about that.
Well, I love running it because, you just got once I get the ball, right before I get it, I'm just thinking, man, just run as hard as you can. And if someone jumps in front of me, I'm going to run them over.
Kind of ask you the same question I asked Sean. What was the biggest takeaway from last year that will help you this year, do you think?
Just play hard.
So we've been talking about how some of the things are different from last year than this year, but still you guys have got a chance to hang out with each other this summer and be a team. And adversity brings you even closer. Tell us your experience about that as far as coming together as a team this summer with difficult times.
I would say we're just trying to become better. We've been there every day since I'd say the beginning of July, just trying to do the best we can do to become better than we were last year. And we have less equipment, less of everything, and we're just trying our best. And I feel like we're getting better, even though it's getting harder.
Waylon, how do you feel? Same question.
We're going to get better either way we go because we're working twice as hard with littler stuff.
I'll ask you a question too, Waylon. You're part of the line on both sides of the ball. Talk a little bit about how you feel like offensively in the line you guys are going to come together, and then which side of the ball do you prefer to play on and why?
I'd rather be on offense because I just really don't like defense, and we've become way better at offense just by bonding and knowing what each other are going to be like and what we need to fix.
So as far as motivation comes for this season, I mean, y'all kind of have a lot more to play for. Tell us a little bit about that.
We're just striving to do better each and every game, each and every practice. Try to get the seniors some wins.
Is there a particular game on the schedule that you guys really are peaked for and and looking forward to this year, Coach?
Well, if you ask these guys, naturally they're going to say Porham, because they're right there, not too far, and they know each other and been playing each other since they were in 5th and 6th grade or whatever, and so it'd be Porham. But to the first game is our important. We want to get out and get that first win, and then get started on the right foot, And I think we're going to be a lot better. I think people will be surprised. I mean, offensively last year we were pretty solid, and we struggled defensively. We're going to shore that up. But, I think offensively we're going to be fine. And I'd say Porham, and then Midway is, that's another rivalry game with Bullard over there. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a friend of mine, but if you know Coach Bullard, you know that, boy, you'd like to sure beat him. And I haven't beat him since I've been there. So, I'm looking forward to that one. All of them are important, of course. But, Porham, with the people at Weber and Porham, they compete in everything. Show pigs, basketball, baseball, and football. And that's always a big rivalry game for us.
Josh, what are you looking forward to most about the upcoming season?
Definitely more wins and just making the team better than it was last year.
And Coach, last question from me. What needs to happen for you to consider this season a success?
Well, for one is being able to August 30th is go to South Coffeyville and play a game, because there in late May you would think, well, it might not even happen, with all the flooding and everything. But if we can go out there this year and we can win more than we did last year and grow as a team, which I think we can, I think we will, and I always tell everybody it's not wins and losses that define our season. Are we better? Did these kids learn anything that they can take on in the rest of their life? Can they deal with the adversity, the hard work, all the things? Can we bond as a team? Can we be disciplined enough to do the things that it requires? If we can do that, I've always told them, if you'll play the best game that you can possibly play, no mistakes, no turnovers, very few penalties. If you play the best game that you can possibly play and you end up losing, I'm proud of them. Because I've been in this a long time, won a lot of games, lost a lot of games. Some of the teams that did not win a lot of games were some of my better teams with the attitude, the work ethic, the camaraderie. And that's what we try to preach. I'd love to win them all. We know that's not going to happen in life. But, we got a chance this year to go out, get more wins than we had last year. And if we come together and these kids – 15 years down the road, they look back and say that was a heck of a season, no matter how it was, then I feel like it's a success. If they all get good jobs and they have families and they're upstanding members of society one of these days, and I'll think, yeah, I think I had some part in that. And that's what we try to do. Football's a game that, to me, it's the ultimate game as far as life, because you got so many different backgrounds, body types, social, economic conditions, talent, but there's always a place for those kids on a football field. You know, and if we can all work together, win some games, get in the playoffs, then we'll consider that a success. And if we go out there September the 7th, that first home game, if everything is ready and we play it, it's been a good year for us.
Thank you, Weber's Falls, for joining us today for our football media days, and thank you for watching at home. Good luck this season, guys. We can't wait to see you play this season.
At Bravado Wireless, we don't believe in wasting your time or ours. Our mission is to serve you with honesty and integrity. That's why we offer upfront, competitive pricing with no hidden fees in our plan. For $40 a line, you get unlimited talk, text, and data. Nationwide coverage, no data caps, and no restrictions. No matter whether it's your first, second, or third line, you only pay $40. All that with coverage on America's best network. We're your local wireless provider. Come get to know us. Go bold. Go Bravado.